Do you ever wonder why some leaders are more successful than others? Why do some organizations excel while others struggle? If you're looking for answers, Simon Sinek's book Start With Why has got you covered. Takeaway number 1, the Golden Circle. Sinek's central idea is the Golden Circle. This is an approach to leadership that emphasizes why over what or how. Most leaders start with what their organization does, then move on to how they do it, and finally why they do it. But Sinek argues that this approach is backwards. Instead, leaders should start with why they do what they do, then move on to how and what. In other words, successful leaders inspire people by explaining the purpose behind their actions. Takeaway number 2, the importance of emotional connection. Sinek shows that outstanding leaders appeal to our emotions, not just our intellect. This is because we make decisions based on how we feel, not just what we think. Great leaders understand this and use emotive language and storytelling to communicate their ideas. They make us care about what they care about. Steve Jobs succeeded in the tech industry not just because he produced innovative products, but because he convinced people that his products meant something, that they were a revolution. Sinek argues that everyone can learn to communicate in this way, as it is a human trait to connect through emotion. Takeaway number 3, the law of diffusion of innovation. Sinek explains that the law of diffusion of innovation underpins the success of every great leader. Essentially, this law describes how ideas spread throughout society. The majority of people are late adopters, meaning they will only follow an idea once they see that others have done so, and the early majority will only follow once the early adopters have done so. Sinek argues that the key to success, therefore, is to focus on getting the early adopters on board. These are the individuals who will follow through on an organization's purpose and create the momentum needed to push forward. Rather than trying to convince everyone, Sinek advises focusing on the outliers who are most likely to share your vision, as they will become your biggest advocates and build a movement. Overall, Start With Why is a fascinating read on the principles of leadership. Sinek's book shows that leaders who start with why and appeal to our emotions rather than our intellect achieve much more success. On top of that, the book provides practical advice for how to create a movement around a cause, product, or service. In conclusion, this book is a must-read for anyone in leadership or those striving to become leaders, whether in business, politics, or any other field. Anyone who wants to understand how to inspire and lead people in a positive direction should give Start With Why a read. You won't regret it.